how is it that you're willing to fight for everybody but God? You're willing to give the ex 10 different chances. You're willing to fight till the absolute done with the ex. With your friends, you're willing to go ban for ban and for M. But when it comes to God, all of a sudden, you don't want no smoke. Why? There's a guy named Jacob in the Bible. Jacob's original name actually meant deceit. And so, basically, long story short, he ended up stealing his brother's birthright. So, he ends up by himself. And while he's by himself, he starts to wrestle with this strange man. And as he's wrestling with this man, sooner or later he realizes that he's wrestling with God. And as he's fighting and as he's going back and forth, God asks him his name. And in the part where he asks him his name, I'm sitting back and I'm like, well, God, you're all knowing. You knew his name. What he was actually saying is, what's your origination? What is your default? Your default is deceit. Your default is toxic. Who am I talking to? Your default is distrusting God. Why? What have you gone through? What have you experienced? What were you taught that makes you want to fight for people more than you want to just be blessed? When Jacob realized that he was fighting with God, it turned from let me go to I'm not letting you go until you bless me. But you know what God had to do in order to bless him? He had to strike him. The very pain that you're pushing off, the very pain that you're like, man, I wish that I didn't have to go through this, man. I wish that my heart wouldn't hurt like this, man. God, you can take everything, but don't take my man. God has to hit you in that spot. Because in order to hit you in that spot, oh my gosh, in order to bless you, he has to hit you in that spot. He needs to make you go limp. Think about a ring. You can't get a ring put on your finger if you don't let your hand go limp. Oh my heavenly Father, you better talk. If I got like this, how's my man ever gonna put my ring on? You gotta let it go limp. You gotta let God hit you in the part where you are wrestling and wrestling and wrestling, because sooner or later you're gonna realize that the only way for me to be blessed is for me to go limp in the hands of God, knowing that God is holding me. I have to let go of what I thought I knew. I have to let go of the pride. I have to let go of the arrogance. I have to let go of the timeline, the stress of the timeline. Why are you so worried about time? Why are you refusing to let something go because you've spent so much time on it? How much more time do you want to waste? And when are you going to realize that we serve a God that sits outside of time, space, and energy? Jacob had to realize who he was wrestling with. And he had to realize he don't got to move the way that he used to move, because he's not who he used to be. Let God bless you. This next season, God, strike me in my hip just like you did Jacob, if that's the only way you can bless me.